Imagine being a young boy, having a profound dream, only for your own brothers to betray you, casting you into a dark well, then sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison, yet despite it all, rising to become one of the most powerful people in the land. This isn't just a story. It's a blueprint for turning your deepest pain into your greatest purpose. How do you navigate such extreme highs and lows and still emerge not just whole, but powerful?
It sounds almost impossible, doesn't it? But it's exactly what happened to Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. His journey is a powerful reminder that sometimes what feels like the end is actually the beginning of something truly great.
Welcome to Plot Twist Life, a podcast from Heart of Islam. We're so glad you're joining us every Friday on all Heart of Islam platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Here, we dive into different Islamic stories with a youthful spirit, exploring how ancient wisdom can guide our modern lives. Your thoughts matter to us, and we even choose our speakers and content based on your Instagram messages. Today, we're uncovering a story that resonates deeply with everyone who has faced hardship.
That's right, Elliot. We're talking about the incredible story of Prophet Yusuf. It all began when he was a young boy, pure at heart, with a dream. He saw 11 stars, the sun and the moon all bowing down to him. When he told his father, Prophet Yaqub, his father advised him, "My son, do not tell your dream to your brothers." It was a warning, a premonition of the jealousy that was already brewing.
And that jealousy, stemming from his father's deep love for Yusuf, escalated into something truly horrific. It's difficult to grasp how family, especially brothers, could harbor such hatred.
It's a stark reminder of how powerful and destructive jealousy can be. His brother's hatred turned into a dark plan. They took him far away to a deep, dark well and pushed him in. Can you imagine that moment? A young boy, alone in the darkness, hearing nothing but the echo of his own voice, seeing nothing but shadows? Meanwhile, his brothers walked away, presenting his father with a shirt stained in false blood, claiming a wolf had devoured him.
The betrayal, the deception, it's gut-wrenching. You would think that falling into a well at the hands of your own family would be the absolute lowest point, the end of everything. But the story tells us it wasn't the end, was it?
Not at all. This was just the beginning of his plot twist. A caravan passed by, found Yusuf, and took him with them, only to sell him as a slave. From a beloved child to being bought and sold, it's another layer of hardship, another test of his spirit. It makes you wonder how he maintained his inner strength through such trials.
It certainly does. We often feel overwhelmed by much smaller struggles. Thinking about this, what's a time you felt like you were thrown into a well, metaphorically speaking, and it seemed like the absolute end? Share your thoughts with us on Instagram. We'd love to hear them. Moving on, Yusuf grew into a young man known for his beauty, dignity, and unwavering faith. But then he faced another incredibly difficult test.
Yes, a woman of power, the wife of the master who bought him, tried to seduce him. She closed the doors, creating a private moment where many would fall to temptation, but Yusuf's response was simple yet profound. "I seek refuge in God." He chose God over sin, and in doing so, lost his freedom.
That's a powerful statement. He chose his principles, his faith, over instant gratification, and even over his freedom. He was thrown into prison, not because he was guilty, but because he refused to compromise his integrity. It's an incredible display of character.
Absolutely. Years passed and Yusuf remained behind bars, but his heart was always free. Even in prison, he didn't change. He helped other prisoners, interpreted their dreams, and gave hope to broken hearts. He continued to serve and uplift others, even in his own darkest hour. His imprisonment became a school for him, teaching him patience and wisdom.
It's remarkable. So often we see people become hardened or bitter in adverse circumstances, but Yusuf maintained his essence. How do you find strength when facing false accusations or difficult choices where the right path seems to lead to more hardship? We're curious about your experiences. Let us know on Instagram.
His resilience paid off. One day, the king had a troubling dream that no one could explain except Yusuf. He was brought out of prison not as a broken man, but as someone honored, truthful, and strong. His ability to interpret dreams, which he used to help others in prison, now became his key to freedom and elevation.
The irony is powerful. His gift of dream interpretation, which started with his own childhood dream and helped him connect with prisoners, ultimately led to his release and rise to power. It's almost as if every hardship he faced was preparing him for this moment.
Precisely. Time passed, and Yusuf became a man of power, in charge of the treasures of the land. Yes, the boy thrown into a well, sold into slavery, and imprisoned became one of the most powerful men in Egypt. And then the moment no one expected. His brothers stood before him, asking for food, not knowing who he was. But he knew them.
This is where the story truly culminates. He had every reason, every right to take revenge, to make them feel the same pain they inflicted upon him. But he chose something far greater, something incredibly difficult.
He chose forgiveness. He said, "No blame will there be upon you today. May God forgive you." And in the end, his childhood dream came true. He was reunited with his parents, raised them in honor, and his brothers bowed before him in respect, just like he saw as a child.
It's a full circle moment, isn't it? The dream, the jealousy, the well, slavery, prison, power, and finally forgiveness and reunion. It illustrates how pain can truly be the path to greatness. How do you deal with past hurts, especially when given a chance for revenge? We'd love to read your stories and perspectives on Instagram.
The story of Yusuf teaches us that sometimes, when you're thrown into a well and you think it's the end, it's actually only the beginning. It's a journey of profound lessons in patience, faith, dignity, and forgiveness, even in the face of immense suffering and injustice.
Thank you for joining us on this powerful journey through the story of Prophet Yusuf. We truly hope his experiences offer guidance and strength in your own lives.
We want to thank everyone who's been with us until this moment. We wish you a beautiful day and look forward to new stories next Friday.
If this episode resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message today.